Hey guys, this video was edited entirely using Filmora 9, the free version, so sorry for the watermark. I just don't know if I want to buy it yet. So, I liked it, but there are a few things that DaVinci Resolve does better, so I'll see if I end up buying the full version. But anyway, enjoy the video. What you just heard was a part of the Santa Clara Vanguard 2019 program Voxaversio, more specifically, the percussion feature bridging the ballad and the closer together. But what makes them sound so great? Well, the short answer is attention to detail and good writing, but the long answer includes details on what makes them good musically, visually, and how they rehearse, and how the writers set them up for success. First, music. They use Remo drum heads on Dynasty drums and play with innovative sticks and mallets, and they use Yamaha boards for the front ensemble. But how does that make them sound good? Well, it has to do with the tuning of the drums and selective mallets for the front ensemble. The drums are tuned very precisely to outline specific chords on unison notes. Yes, you can tune drums to specific notes. Not only that, but the snares have a higher pitch than most, and the quads have a lower pitch than most, which gives them a unique sound, and they take full advantage of that sound. The battery plays for most of the show, only leaving out a few key brass solos or features. This makes the battery always present for big, full ensemble moments to light, tasteful accompaniment. The front ensemble is always present as well, but they provide the counter melody and also the chord structure, and sometimes even a rhythmic take of the melody. It all depends on what the show calls for. But what makes all of this sound good is their attention to detail. Every backstick, ping shot, and dead stroke is carefully played with texture and sound quality in mind. This sets them apart from most cores. One thing that makes the music harder than most is rhythmic spacing. Let me explain. If you play straight 16th notes, it's not that hard to clean or to sound unison. But if you play dotted eighth notes over quarter notes in another section, it is way harder to clean. This is because the more space between the notes, the more margin for error there is. This is true for most other sections as well. But that's what makes their percussion good, is their accuracy when playing musical passages such as that. Now let's talk about how good visuals gives them a good sound. Well, you might be thinking, how does marching better give you a better sound? Well, let me explain. When you march, your sticks move around, changing the zone you play at, which is very important to maintaining a unison sound. If you play at the center of the drum versus the top corner of the drum, it sounds different. Even on a smaller scale, it affects the sound a lot. Again, they have good attention to detail, and they march well with their lower body while maintaining control of their upper body, which is very important, and not all cores are good at it. Another strong suit of the Vanguard percussion section is how they rehearse, and this has a lot to do with Paul Rennick, their caption head. He makes sure their hands look similar, but most importantly, he cares about good sound quality, whereas most cores force their players to adjust their hands until they look the same. Rennick only cares if they don't sound the same, which saves a lot of time during rehearsal talking about exactly where the stick lies in their hands and exactly what to do with their middle finger. This makes the players feel comfortable with their own technique while maintaining good sound quality, which is very important. Lastly, their writing and how it sets them up for success. At Vanguard, Rennick writes the battery book, while his wife writes the front ensemble book. They write very cohesive parts that really create an atmosphere from the start of the show all the way through. To me, the job of a percussion section is to set the atmosphere of a show while giving it rhythm and texture. Vanguard does this really, really well. Just listen to the start of Vox Versio. You can easily feel the tension and anger without even seeing what they look like. This is all due to the Rennick's fantastic immersive writing. Overall, the Santa Clara Vanguard percussion section is successful because of their tuning, sound quality, attention to detail, visual control, focused rehearsing, and a great book to perform. Lastly, I will leave you with the ending as it goes full circle.